sometimes, which are like piss magnets.
Yeah.
They're delicious, but they make you want to pee.
Make you want to beat your wife too, dude. I've seen a lot of dudes drinking Monster that they're going home to punch.
Jesus. I don't know if the Monster is the cause of it. I think there's probably other factors.
Well, I'll say this. It's the beverage of choice of some of those gentlemen.
What if you had gay sex with an animal? Which animal would it be?
That's not gay to fuck an animal, bro.
It's not?
I don't think that applies, dude. You're fucking an animal. That's
I think it's
more important.
Both. If it's like a male gorilla, I think it's both.
Oh, dude.
It's both gay and bestiality. Like, Jesus, Theo.
You know, like somebody does on
battles.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, Theo. People are adaptable. You're a smart dude, Theo Vaughn.
I would lead, I would think a little bit. I would adapt. I'd lay low in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody does
your
on
battles.
Pick my battles, dude. You'd have to kill somebody immediately. You'd have to find the first person in your group, the weakest person, and kill them in front of everybody else. Yeah. Like, you can't just stand there.
You're be like, duh. You gotta kill some dude.
Dude, I've come on myself so many times, bro.
Right, and when you do you ever feel good about it? Do you ever feel like, yeah, that's what I should have done?
Sometimes. Seasonal, like occasionally during the holidays, bro. I'm not even joking. Sometimes during the holidays, I'm just so filled with joy that the shame doesn't get me. Dude, I saw in New Orleans one time they had a lot of the cops in the French Quarter on horseback.
Yeah.
And 2 of the horses started with the cops on them, bro.
Were the cops getting mad?
One of them was.
Was the other one excited?
The one in the back, I think, was kind of vibing with it a little, because at least he was in the winning position.
Theo Vaughn, ladies and gentlemen. I knew you would appreciate that kind of music, Theo Vaughn. You got taste, you got soul, kid. You got something going on.
I wish I was blind. Sometimes you ever think that? But that the music's so good, because if you're blind, I bet it's just even better in there, you know? You seem a little tribal.
Tribal?
Yeah, bro. Have you ever seen yourself? Yeah, dude. You're fucking the closest thing we have to, like, yeah, man, I think so. Yes. Blatantly obvious. Dude, you got dead animals in here. This is tribal, bro.
Tribal.
Bro, you learn to do a drum, bro, you can live on any continent you want, man. One time this guy fighted me when I was young.
He fighted you?
Well, you know what I'm saying.
I do.
Past tense. But he, they made us hug in the hallway. That was the big thing at
when it was over?
At our school. You had to stand there all afternoon for literally probably maybe 2-3 hours with your arms on each other's shoulders.
After you fought?
Yep.
To make up with each other?
And he became one of my best friends after that.
Whoa. Did you guys make out?
Nuh-uh. His brother went to prison, though, for a bit.
Same thing.
Yeah, that's true. So his brother, I guess, made out on our behalf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that song will make you just be erect. I remember being on the school bus so fucking erect, bro. Dude, I remember that shit, bro. Oh, there's some mud rats out there that have no genes almost, I feel like.
Like mud rat humans?
Yeah, just people that are just smoking their own dicks out there who have no real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've met some people who, yeah, they're breathing, but that's it, really. Plane crash. I already know I'm planned ahead, dude. I'd eat a Vietnamese guy.
Why?
Because that's easy. It's a starter move. If you attack somebody bigger, if you eat somebody bigger in front of other people, it's going to alarm people. But you
got to eat a small person, so stature is important.
I think if you gum down a Viet, people aren't going to be that upset at you.
Well, the Vietnamese people are going to be super upset. What are you talking about?
No,
somebody's dad.
Yeah, they're more understanding of things, dude.
Is this a character you're playing?
No. But if you eat a black lady and her family's there, they're going to be pissed.
So you think a Vietnamese person will let you slide?
I think that they'd be much more forgiving over a couple of day period.
I think
their relatives. You don't think so? Honestly.
Well, one thing, no, I don't think so. I definitely think they'd be super pissed at you, especially modernized ones. But what is interesting is, like, Vietnam is one of the few places where Americans can go back to Vietnam and they don't seem to hold any grudge at all.
Exhibit A. Exhibit A, man. Talk to your buddy Eddie Bravo, and that guy is
he's out there.
He's like a deaf Jack Russell almost, you know?
Oh, Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah. You ever been around one of those dogs? You open the car and then the next thing you know, they're at they're like sick, yeah.
But how's he deaf?
Because you can't get him back. Like, once he goes, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't get him back in the car. Like, you're sitting there honking the horn, you can't. That guy's out there. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
I think, no offense if anybody has a pussy out there, but I think a lot of pussy's gone downhill these days. I don't feel like it's what it used to be, you know? Do you think so or not?
What activities do you think you do where you come a lot? Like the kind of people that like power lifters probably shoot giant loads, right?
I think you would think they do, but for their size and stuff, they're not doing that much.
Who do you think shoots the biggest loads?
I think a
Basketball
guy
players?
that's in space. I think a guy that's on a cliff, like a cliff climber.
You are so horny today.
Dude, I had to drive. It's like a 20-minute drive over here.
Oh, that gets you horny?
Yeah.
Driving? Nothing like driving.
Dude, no, I'll say this. Things that get me erect these days. Driving, being on planes. You know that.
Bumpy roads.
Not a bumpy road, bro.
Get one of those bumpy roads. Plus, he fucked Cher.
Did he?
Yeah, he used to fuck Cher. Back when
I don't like
Cher was
Cher.
Cher.
I find that the moon, say we went to the moon seemed like something Delta could get to if you really think about it. Like, you know what I'm
Delta
saying?
Airlines?
Yeah, like if they,
Not Southwest, though, right?
I mean,
They seem a little shaky.
yeah, it seemed a little bit shaky on there. Some of the people on there wearing shorts. You know what I'm saying? When you get on, I don't trust anybody in shorts, especially at church. This guy I knew was having sex with this girl, and like the rest of us were just kind of being lonely outside of his room, and we went on the balcony. We went on the.
I just picture you. How many guys are outside in the room being lonely?
3 guys. Man.
So one guy's in there getting his freak on, and everybody else is outside.
We had owl 2 Thanksgivings ago. We had 2 owls at my sister's house.
Yeah, I saw one last night, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, it was pretty. No, not last night. Night before last. It was pretty fucking cool. Pulled into the driveway, and an owl took off. It was big, too.
It's gross, I think.
Owls?
The meat,
Oh, you ate them, you saying?
yeah, but the
You guys ate owls?
yeah.
I don't think that's legal. You probably shouldn't say that on the podcast.
Well, I didn't have a lot.
Bill Burr used to have a joke about it.
I didn't have a lot, man. I had
About
no.
rich
I think I
guys.
even spit it out. You think he's homoerotic?
No.
Oh,
No.
I mean,
that's a weird way of putting it.
oh,
I think you're homoerotic.
what, bro? You're way gayer than me, bro. You always, every time I'm here, you talk about jerking off the magical hat
that
we
the
almost wore. What about
Is that
that?
the problem? Is like you came in here with like gay expectations?
No, I got nothing, dude. I jerked off yesterday. I'm not even planning on coming again for a couple days. They busted a man in our town. He was trying to be a ghost. He was to try to make money for his hotel to get it on the haunted tour.
Oh God.
And they caught him impersonating a ghost at night.
That is.
busted.
Has there ever been a fucking genre of television that has been more fruitless than ghost hunter shows?
I know. Dude, I know. Dave Attell has one of my favorite jokes.
What is it?
I saw him last night, and he goes, "Ghost hunting, it involves 2 of my favorite things: wandering around aimlessly and disappointment." Oh man!
Damn. How much weight did you lose?
I probably lost about 4 pounds, but pounds I needed too. You know?
Wow.
But I got clear, man. I could hear. Swear to God, y'all could hear somebody fold a piece of bread from 80 feet away, bro. I was so hungry, dude. I could hear a skittle hit the cement across the street. I really could, man. You're talking about all these things about the future because you really seem like a future man, you know?
I'm a future man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a new shirt. It says
Are you?
Future Man.
No, they have a cartoon, I think, called Future or something. But
Futurama?
Yeah, Futurama. That's a woman, I think. Might be Spanish.
Whoa, those are good times, man. But if you got one of those today, you'd be horrified. You'd be like, this slow, clunky piece of shit.
Yeah.
How the f did this thing ever make it?
Probably beat your spouse with it. You know? That's how much you wouldn't care about it, dude.
You would fucking hate it.
Dude, I'm in that bad back club, man. It's hard once you
What
get
happened?
that. I think God just put like a weak spine in me. And so when I was like 20.
Do you want to wear headphones or no?
Oh, yeah, you want to put them on? I didn't see you had yours on.
I feel like I'm alone here in headphone land.
Yeah, it is weird, huh?
Now you're back.
It's like when you put a condom on and then the other person's just still looking at their phone. You're like, oh, this is weird. And the person, I mean, is a woman, too.
Jesus Christ, you gotta tell everybody, huh?
Well, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Like, this
And you'd eat the half
bullshit-ass
that had a little
cookie.
frosting on it first.
Yes.
You'd eat the half that had more frosting on it first.
Yes, exactly.
I miss that, man. I would love
Dude.
to have the entrails of a child because you could eat whatever. I mean, not like a, you know.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
Because
the
you could-
digestive system
Yeah.
of a child.
I think I'm going to start hunting that dream, dude. I want that fucking nocturnal bust. I'm going to start, dude, I'm going to start a group. It's
I'm hunting that dream.
the LNBs, bro. Those late night busters, bro. Those dream.
Dude, how funny is that expression? I'm hunting that dream.
Yeah.
I want that nocturnal bust.
That's what I want.
Hunting the dream.
And we ate a bunch of shrooms out there and kind of commandeered this water table. There was a water table that had kind of been left unattended. So we got over there and people were running, you know, they're going. And we started telling people that the water was for Asian people only, right? Bro, we are crying, laughing, because people are running. They can't stop. They're trying to make a time. So for some people, we'll be like, bro, it's Asians only. And it was like, why? And then Asian people were all excited, you know, and we kept dousing them up. You ever seen a Dutch person?
They're big.
Well, and also they're extremely, if you look at their faces, they're extremely aerodynamic.
So you think they travel through space better? Is that what you're saying?
I think if you taped like one to the front of a plane, it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't be that hard on them.
Good to have good symmetry. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, they're
Yeah.
You look at the Dutch, their heads tall.
You'd be fun for a hippie lady. Perfect. Hippie lady who still has good feet even though she wears sandals all the time.
Yeah, that's true. No TV. Freaking a whole room full of dream catchers. I'm out, dude.
You can't. It's a room full of dream catchers.
I'm out, dude. This is where my dreams sleep. I'm out, bro.
Live in an amazing neighborhood with no violence, no crime, and all this diversity, and
Yeah.
everybody's super progressive. You're not going to get a Joey Diaz.
He'd be working at a cafeteria. You know what I'm saying?
Or a library.
And he'd be one of the hottest women there, probably, too, at the cafeteria.
People recommend doing it before you have a performance. You have to perform in front of people.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not a bad idea. Whack one off in your hotel room before you go to a show. You'll be like less anxious.
I could see that maybe for like a special or something, you know. They had crows in Louisiana, these big crows, and they busted out the windows in his car. And I would
The crows did?
this huge crow, yeah, like a huge.
They broke the window.
broke the windows in his car.
How'd they break it?
I guess maybe with his beak.
Come on.
Yeah,
They can do that?
I mean they did this day, you know. So I leave out of my apartment to go in the hallway, lock myself out with the blender going. 2:30 in the morning, coked up out of my brain, right? Now I have to go to my landlord, dude, who lives right down the hall.
Oh, no.
And tell him
I got locked out. And the blender's on, son.
Oh, the blender shorts out and smoke happens. The fire alarm starts going off in the building right as I'm at his door knocking, right?
Oh, my God.
So now he's pissed and he's like, what's going on? And I didn't know what to say. I told him that I was throwing a late Christmas party, dude. It was into January.
How old were you at the time?
Huh? Oh, this is 2.5 years ago. So I was 35. I was 35. Bro, look what you get to do. You get to be a white guy in a country that, you know, is still kind of run by white people, and you're comfortable and you have a roof over your head and you're better, you know, you're doing better than like
I thought
90.
you wanted to be a black guy, though.
Look, I'd take a black afternoon any day of the week,
An
man.
afternoon. Only
Yeah.
for the afternoon.
Would I go full time? I'd have to test drive it first, bro.
Yeah. It KOs her. You want to see it?
No.
You do. You do want to see it.
Draw it for me on a napkin. I don't want to see it. Oh, people that wear turtlenecks do not come very much or far.
No? What is it about wanting your neck warm that's not very manly?
It's just a bitch move, I think. It's just the most French thing, too. I used to work at this business company. I worked at this insurance company. I did paperwork, not paperwork, but I like mailed papers for them. And like mailings, I guess. I guess that's paperwork.
Yeah.
And the man had a lot of nice cigars in there.
And you may or may not have smoked one.
I feel like he tried to teach me one time. Oh, I feel my heart shutting. Yeah, is that always like it is?
No, your heart doesn't shut.
I grew up in an area where you could just get mushrooms. I mean, psychedelic mushrooms grew on everything. They grew on your cousin's back if he took a long enough nap, you know? And you could.
Where'd you grow up? Where
In Louisiana.
In like
I had to pull off La Cienega one time. They had a bunch of bees on there.
what? Really?
Yeah, huge hives, man.
Wow.
And you see, you know, a lot of homeless people and they don't do anything, but when bees show up, they can get to doing shit, you know? And you start to see, like, okay.
Wait a minute, he was trying to fuck them, like he was hitting on them, or he was trying to actually get down in the elevator?
No, he wasn't trying to fuck in the elevator, but he was maybe going to fuck them later if they got out of the elevator. Safely, not like a raper, like a guy who's like going to date them or like take them to dinner and then hopefully have sex with them at some point if they want to as well. But he, but you know what I'm saying?
I get you, yeah. Consensual sex
Yeah.
stuff.
And guys have their nuts too, which is in a little bag kind of. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
point. Good point.
So it's almost like your dick has like a little purse, but or like a hand or something.
A little cum purse.
Yeah. Oh man, it felt like somebody was playing Legend of Zelda in my lungs, bro. That shit was and really. I would take pictures with like people, and I'd have my nuts hanging out the whole time.
What?
Yeah, bro. We were out.
You took pictures of people with your nuts out? How old were you at the time?
I don't know, man. Probably 28. And people were like, hey, let's get a picture together. So we get it, and I just slip that bag out there, maybe that fucking holster. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you ever have Baby Jessica on here? Remember that person?
Oh, that's the girl that fell in the well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she ever come on your podcast?
No.
Ah.
Why? Why'd you ask that? Why would you think I'd ever? Hey, kid, you fell in the well once. What's it like now? Yeah. Mostly about meth and sugar. And then sometimes cornflakes.
I just remembered her. A lot of my feelings when I was young were just fear, man. I remember, like, my dad would walk me to church sometimes, and I would be scared because the sidewalks in Louisiana, there's a lot of roots that are coming up, and there's bad, it's under sea level, a lot of it. So the sidewalks are all wonky. It's not even a walk. It's really just a challenge of pieces of concrete, really, when you really look at it. I mean, I never thought about it before.
It's true.
Let's don't call this a walk. You can have dick over there, somebody said. You can have human
dick? Yeah.
A buddy of mine said that. And he's eating he's eating everywhere. Think so? Think about it.
I'd be you for like 10 minutes.
Imagine it, though.
I'd love to look at the world through your eyes for 10 minutes. I think I'd take you right to the hospital. I'd be like, whatever medication we're on, we got to change it. We got to fix this.
Bro, you should meet yourself then, bro. You are extraterrestrial, man.